Hey guys, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. So today we're going to talk about spray foam. I figure you probably already know that because I did leave enough of the can showing that you could probably figure it out from the thumbnail. I wanted to say a couple of things before we get started because I have a feeling people are going to comment. Number one, they're going to say, really, Dion? The most underrated on the planet? I was feeling a tad dramatic when I made the thumbnail, so probably not. That might be a little overstated. Number two, people are going to say, is it really a tool? Depends on what you consider tools. Scissors, pliers, rotary cutters, rulers, things like that are tools. But sometimes I think glues and double-sided tape and spray foam can all be tools. So comment below, tell me what your thoughts are, and let's get to it. First thing you want to do when working with spray foam is put something over your work surface to protect it. And then you're going to want to read your instructions. And I'll tell you this, don't touch it when it's still sticky. You'll never get it off your hands. Well, you probably will, but it takes a bit. Give it a good shake, put on the extender, and there's so much satisfaction in watching the foam come out of that little nozzle and then watching it grow. It's a lot of fun. And usually you only need to do maybe a half, not even a half, more like a quarter to a third as far as filling up a container. And then here's another one. There's just something so satisfying about watching it. Then I filled up this little cup and thought it'd make a cute little holder for an arrangement. And then I did some cupcake liners. Those I'll show you at the end what they turned out to be. And this was a candle holder that I was just tired of. So I thought, why not make it an arrangement for the holidays? And I thought if I put the spray foam around the edge, I can change it out for whatever holiday I want to do and just use whatever color candles match. It's just glued to a piece of cardboard. And then here's everything I got out of one can of spray foam. These little cupcake holders, I'll show you what I'm going to do with them. I think they'll be super cute. They were kind of wobbly, so they kind of expanded the bottom a little. But some of them didn't. I don't know what the difference would be there. Just play with it. This is just a big old blob of spray foam put onto a piece of cardboard. Here's the candle holder. I think that looks so funny. I haven't finished that one yet, but I did do the others. This is just one of the boxes. That's plenty of foam. I mean, it made a great arrangement. These cute little unbelievably blessed ones. I didn't do anything with the cups yet. I did try this a couple years ago using cupcake liners, and it really did not work well. It expanded out way too much. But I didn't want to get rid of the styrofoam because I'll use it in something else. Now these, I bought on sale a lot of little lamp shades, and I thought, how cute would those be as just little arrangement holders? I haven't done anything with it yet, but that's the story of my life. So here's the big blob of foam just on some cardboard. And anytime you're doing an arrangement, you usually want to take the picks apart. This one, the tape just unwound really well. Always find your focal points, just a couple of pieces that will be your focal point. And then just added kind of a base of leaves and those berries just to give it a good base and also to cover up the cardboard. You couldn't see the cardboard at all once it was done. And these were going to be my main flowers, not my focal points, but I loved those, so I put a lot of them in there. And I scooted the leaves all the way up to the top, but that left a lot of the stem, and I like to save those stems. That way I can use it for other things, like if leaves are just alone, then I can tape it to that and use that to put into the arrangement. Now I used this tool. It's from the Dollar Tree, and I just folded it up and then over on itself. And what I wanted to do is when I use tool in an arrangement, I like to use make the edge kind of jagged, but I don't like it in exact points. And so I always just cut a little and then round it. Just whatever works for you. I mean, anytime you're doing stuff like this, it's just going to be what looks good in what you have. And then I would scrunch up the middle, fold it over, and then just put a pipe cleaner on the end, and then attach that to a little stem like I cut off a minute ago, and then put it in the arrangement. Now for this particular bow, I don't know why I did it this way, but I had cut those off at I think 18 or 22 inches, and I just made a loop, and I wanted those extra tails there, so I just made 2 of those and just turned them the opposite of each other. That way I got 4 tails total. But you could make that any way you want. But I think it looked good with the 4 tails. And I did dovetail the tails. But I think it turned out super duper cute. This particular one was a 360 arrangement. So one side looked just like the other side. So it could be a centerpiece in a table. Sometimes I do them where they're one-sided. Now for those little cupcake holders, I just added some glue. And I'd cut up some raffia in different colors. So I spread the glue out and then dropped in some of that raffia just to give it a base. I love raffia, especially colored raffia for fall stuff. Then I just started sticking things in. What I really thought is that these would be super cute for place settings. Like if you decorate up your table for Thanksgiving and you have chargers and pretty napkins. I'll show you an example of it after it's done. I didn't have any pretty chargers or napkins. But here you just put in different things. And you can buy these little things at Hobby Lobby, just crazy cheap. And they had some little squirrels and pumpkins. I think scatter's what they call it. But you just add whatever you want. They have little toothpicks. There are just a lot of things you can put in them. There was a little squirrel and some little pine cones. And you can see here I didn't really have the right decor for it, but you get the idea. I think it's really cute. You could even put name tags and have place settings for, people who have assigned seats. But here's one of the boxes. And it's the same thing. You're going to get your focal points, then you're just going to break down your stems, and you're just going to put them in there. I did want to show you this one from the Dollar Tree. The leaves were really glossy and just didn't match. So if that happens, just take that off and save it for another arrangement sometime. But you don't really want to put something that's not going to look right with all the colors you have. So here was the finished arrangement. And I think it turned out super cute. And guys, we're at the end. I want to thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.